the Royal Ghost, a brand new troop in Clash of Clans. Let's break this down and attack every defense so you can see how awesome this troop is. So the Halloween temporary troop is the Royal Ghost in Clash of Clans. If any of you guys play Clash Royale, you will know what this troop does. However, it's a little bit different within Clash of Clans. Let's check it out. You will notice there that we have a special ability similar to the Builder's Base. It is ignored by defenses and walls for 12 seconds. 12 seconds! That is incredible, guys! However, as you saw at the start of the video, it will still be susceptible to traps. If you are new to my channel, be sure to subscribe and turn on the notification bell because we have lots more Royal Ghost gameplay, but for this one, let's go ahead and attack every single defense one-on-one. We gave you a sneak peek of the town hall at the start of the video. We might as well do exactly the same. This video will aim as a bit of a reference point for you. Because the Royal Ghost is invincible for 12 seconds, can you snipe a defense with one Royal Ghost? For the town hall, it is incredibly close. If your town hall is slightly damaged, for example, with an earthquake spell, you would be able to take it down. Let's quickly show you that. So whilst if you have other troops in the area, it might be best to use the earthquake last. You could use it first in order to get that damage if you were only using the Royal Ghost, because remember, it is invincible for 12 seconds. It does depend on how far the Royal Ghost has to travel in order to get to the town hall, but as long as it doesn't have too much of a travel time, you can see that it will make it through. One Royal Ghost able to snipe off a town hall, but it will then go down to the Giga Bomb. Let's move on to the Archer Towers. Now, I have a feeling that for some of these, the Royal Ghost will be able to snipe off the defense relatively quickly. Archer Tower, not a problem. How many, though, can it take down? 2 of them are already down by a Royal Ghost. An OP troop for sure. This troop is incredible for funneling your troops because it can take out not just defenses, but obviously any buildings, but also it can sneak in and take defenses down. So already in this video you can see how effective it is as long as it can get to the building you need it to relatively soon. If it has a long travel time, obviously the counter is already ticking down on the invincibility, but still able to snipe off the Archer Tower there. Very, very successful troop. Onto the cannons now, and if you enjoy this video, guys, be sure to leave a like and be sure to share this with your friends, your clanmates. I'm sure many people will find it useful to see what defenses and what buildings the Royal Ghost can snipe, because with that invincibility, it really just makes it incredible. I mean, look at it. The defenses have no idea that the Royal Ghost is even there. Like I said, it's great for funneling on the outside of the base because the defenses on the inside will not have a clue that the Royal Ghost is there. But also, let's say if you're doing a Queen Walk and you have a defense on the inside, normally you would use, let's say, a couple of Hog Riders to snipe that off. The Royal Ghost can be a brilliant alternative in the Halloween update. Onto the Wizard Towers, another defense that you might want to try and snipe off with the Royal Ghost. Anytime you are trying to set up, let's say, a Lava Loon attack, a Hog Rider attack, it might be important to take out the splash damage. So the Royal Ghost at only 8 troop capacity is, in my opinion, now the best funneling troop in the game. I mean, think about it. It is lower than a baby dragon. It is only 2 cam space ahead of a bowler, which you have to use to bounce a defense anyway, so it's not always incredible in terms of funneling. However, the Royal Ghost can just sneak in, and with 12 seconds of invincibility, it really is the best funneling troop in the game. I will bring a separate video on this shortly, guys, but there you could see the disadvantage of when the Royal Ghost has to travel across the base. Now, don't forget that it is susceptible to traps, so you will have to be guarding your defenses on the outside of the base in order to try and defend against this. Now, I want you guys to do me a quick favor here. Pause the video very briefly and drop down in the comments, 1, how you intend to use the Royal Ghost after seeing this video, and 2, let me know if there's any videos that you would like me to do on the Royal Ghost so that I can bring it to you. Thank you to Supercell for providing us access with the developer build in order to bring you this update gameplay so that you know exactly how to use this troop as soon as it drops. Now check it out, guys. The Royal Ghost is able to almost take out 3 air defenses. I mean, that is just incredible. Again, there are no traps in this, so you have to be bearing that in mind, but certainly, I'm pretty confident that most of you in the comments will be saying that you are going to use this for funneling and sniping off defenses. The Mortar is the one defense that I think we might be able to take all of them down with just one Royal Ghost, although the 12 seconds might just run out. I am excited though, as we move through this video, we've still got some defenses left that you will want to see. Oh, didn't even get 3 of them, guys. Had we have been able to deploy it a little bit closer, I think we would have been able to get them down. However, only 2 Royal Ghosts needed, but as we move through, there are some very exciting defenses to show you. Now, a video that I think will be very good to bring you, and I will try and bring you here on the channel very shortly, is the Royal Ghost versus every single troop in the game. So we will put every troop in the clan castle and we will battle one-on-one the Royal Ghost versus that troop. If you would like to see that video, be sure to let me know by leaving a like on this video. Likewise, if you've already seen that, if we're in the future and I've already produced that video, let me know down in the comments what you thought of that, and again, if there's anything else that you would like to see. The Royal Ghost struggling a little bit more with the Expo, but very similar to what we have seen on the other attacks, it is able to pretty much take it down with just one Royal Ghost. Now, the Expos do tend to be a little bit further into the base, so you've got to bring travel time into that. As you've seen there, the Royal Ghost was not able to get the Expo from the other side of the map. It was having to travel right the way across before it got to the Expo, but it didn't quite take it down. So you have to take into account travel time, any traps within the area, but the Royal Ghost still got the job done. We now have the bomb tower, but I thought we would combine this with the Eagle artillery, because it's not really very often that you're going to want to snipe off a bomb tower. However, if you do, you're going to be able to do it with the Royal Ghost. It will more than likely take out both bomb towers here. However, eat my own words, the bomb tower has the giant bomb underneath and will take out your Royal Ghost. So be sure to remember that, guys. If you have a bomb tower, it's probably not worth it to commit the Royal Ghost because you will lose it straight after, especially if you are putting more than one in. Now, for the Eagle artillery, it probably would be worth it to snipe that off. It's almost definitely worth it, but I've decided to put the Eagle on this one closer to the base because no one's going to have their Eagle artillery on the outside of the base, are they, guys? It is going to be in the center somewhere, but as you can see, the Royal Ghost still able to take it down relatively successfully, and 16 troop capacity, definitely worth it to get rid of an Eagle. Let's have some fun on this one. It looks like a nice little path towards the air sweepers. Of course it's not. We have traps and Teslas all over the place. Although the Teslas will pop, they will not attack the Royal Ghost. A couple of small bombs there demonstrated the health that the Royal Ghost had left after it, and whilst it then has to go around the wall in order to get to the air sweepers, it doesn't have to do that in terms of if it is invincible. That's only after the 12 seconds. So now it will take a direct path through the wall and onto the giant bomb. Sorry, my friend. The giant bomb will take it straight down. But this nicely demonstrates how the Royal Ghost will go straight through the walls, look, towards the defense it needs to get to, unless there is a spring trap in the way. Sorry, once again, obviously we've shown that the Royal Ghost is susceptible to traps, and it is going to be the best way to defend against it. This is probably one of the main defenses you want to try and snipe off, the Inferno Tower. Now, often you see bases with the Inferno Tower within its own compartment, and if you can take out the buildings around that, you can sneak one Royal Ghost in order to take that out. Know that the Royal Ghost, from the 12 seconds that it has, will have enough power to get down the Inferno Tower, but if there are any traps around it, the Royal Ghost will then be susceptible. However, if you can take out a multi with one Royal Ghost, that is huge value. There are now just 3 defenses left. The enemy heroes. Now, I want you to do me a favor, please. If you've enjoyed this, leave a like on the video and let me know your thoughts of the Royal Ghost down in the comments. If you do have a rating pop up on YouTube asking you to rate the video, please be honest, give it that highest review because it helps out the channel massively. We might have saved the best until last. Have you ever seen bases with the Barbarian King or the Archer Queen towards the edge of the base and wondered, can you do a king swap, potentially use your Barbarian King to take out the enemy king? The Royal Ghost could be a good answer. Check it out, guys. With the Barbarian King, we're able to get significant damage onto the Barbarian King, and 2 Royal Ghosts, 16 troop capacity, will take out a maxed Barbarian King if there are no traps or defenses in that area. The Archer Queen, what do you think? Will she go down? Now, after this video, guys, I will link you across to the update video we did yesterday showcasing the quality of life changes within the developer build. So the Royal Ghost versus the Archer Queen, he's doing a fantastic job, and one Royal Ghost able to take out a maxed level Archer Queen. Insane value. Let me know down in the comments how you plan to use the Royal Ghost, and if you want to see the gameplay from the developer build explaining the quality of life changes, I've linked it here for you. Until next time, guys, peace out.